first thing out, it's going to just... Let's try that again. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Oh, wonderful. Thanks for coming over, Stephanie. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you. So how is everybody tonight? Hi, I'm Becky with Vintagevikingtreasures. I am trying to... Oh, now see, I had it all set up and it decided to flip screens on me. Wonderful. Looks like the internet and everything is working just fine for me. Hi, Kristen. How are you doing tonight? Oh, thanks so much. Kristen is working. I was finishing up getting things pulled for tonight. I have 2 boxes of what I brought from the glass show up in Loveland. And do I have... Hi, Sean. How are you doing tonight? And like I said, no, please don't apologize, especially anywhere. I just totally forgot how Yvonne did her countdowns. No worries whatsoever. So hi, Laura. How are you doing tonight? And say hello. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you coming and hanging out. Hey, Jeff. We started watching a movie downstairs tonight. We started watching the new Dune. It takes a while to get into that. Now we have to watch it in 2 parts, which is fine. So, but I'll wait for a little bit for all the notifications to go out. I'll finish getting these tags pulled. And oh, that's fine. Okay. And get my other chat up tonight. So let's see if it'll cooperate with me now. Really? Everything timed out while I was waiting. My favorite. There we go. All right. Hi, Liz. How are you doing? Oh, Jeremy's on Whatnot right now. Well, okay. I mean, I guess you can be in as many places at once as you have devices, pretty much. So. So I know I missed watching Steven a little bit last night because I was on with Yvonne, Thrifty Rich, from about 6 my time until about 8:30. And then by the time I remembered, Steven was already done for tonight. Doing pretty good. It's been a long day. Did running around. We had left some making this morning at the lodge. We had our Fenton meeting and then did a few errands and came home and figuring out what I'm pulling for tonight. I have so everybody knows, as long as if you're watching on the replay or catching us a little bit from the beginning. Hi, Pamela. How are you doing tonight? Who Steven is? Steven is our friend from Alabama. He's on my show. He's on here on Tuesday night with me, selling every 4th Tuesday of the month. I go down to Alabama for our Sassy and Classy Glass Show. It's in his hometown, right north of Rogersville, Alabama. So he's a good friend of ours, in person dealer that we do a lot of our get together stuff with Fenton for sure. So let's see, who else did I miss? I know. It's kind of fun. Like I said, I hadn't caught up with Yvonne for quite a while. So this is my 3rd live in 4 days. So I will be combining invoices. Hi, Peggy Ann. Welcome. And I don't think Steven has a Whatnot. He's just selling on YouTube. He sells on eBay. His name is Steven's Unique Antiques on Instagram and here on YouTube. So what I was saying was I'm going to combine all my invoices. I was on with Trisha and Sandy and Otto on Saturday. I was on with Yvonne, 50 Rich last night, and then myself today for my Tuesday night live. So it's just going to be a little bit easier for me to do all those invoices together, and I will be saving everybody a little bit of shipping by combining them as well. Do I know when the numbered pumpkins are going to be shipped? That's a good question, Peggy Ann, but I will double check with Eric. I'm going to plug in my fan. I forgot to do so. All of a sudden it got warm in here. That is a good question. I haven't talked to him for a little while, so I'm assumed he was making those this last month while we were doing a few other things, so I haven't talked to him for a little bit. But we'll figure that out. And I'm going to write myself a note right now about pumpkins. Okay, Peggy, pumpkins. Question mark, Eric. All right, got that on my to-do list. All right, good to know. Thank you, Peggy. So let's see. Apparently I need to remember how to do this already. Good to be able to support everybody on all their lives and stuff. It's kind of fun to jump in and out of all the different chats. So that's wonderful. Oh, okay. I understand what you're saying now. Good to know. So it's just that specific one that was a limited number, the blue one. Okay, I gotcha. Perfect. I am out of Colorado Springs, Colorado. I invoice via PayPal. Like I said, I will be combining invoices for my last, this will be the third sale together with that. I try to get them out within 48 hours. There's something going on tomorrow, but that's not a big deal. I should be able to get them out by Thursday night. But that is my hope. Get all caught up on that. I do have a few that need to get shipped out from earlier in the week, and then I think we'll be caught up. If you have any questions in the chat, please put it in. Myself or anybody in the chat who knows the answer is welcome to answer questions. Normally, I have a couple people that mod for me. Kristen is working tonight, so I have my laptop up tonight, and I will try and just type it in myself and go from there. Unless I have somebody who wants to volunteer in the chat, we'll go from there, because I think Paula is usually, I message Paula, but she's not usually around until about 9 o'clock my time. So, hi, Mary Beth. And yes, Sean, it's turning into a very busy week. It's kind of crazy how they go. The first week of the month, we're able to stay down a little bit, but this week is turning into a crazy one. Something every day. So, well, if you'd like to, Sean, I do mine a little bit differently. On my channel, I do a starting offer on almost all of my items. I do occasionally do a quick claim. I do a starting offer, and if only one person is in at that price, then we basically close it as sold, right? Because then there's no competition on it. And if there isn't a responding bid from someone else, everyone gets a chance to respond to an offer and gets to tell us whether they are in or out. And I do not do just in case on my channel. I count down items going once, going twice, last call, and sold. Then I refer to my chat because I know everybody's is a little bit different, and sometimes things show up differently. You'll generally see yourself first because it's coming from you, and there's not so much delay when you see your own chat. So correct, I usually don't do a delay, but if someone is putting in an offer as we're counting down, we hold the countdown and let the other person who was offering have a response, and then start the countdown again when everyone is out. So it's kind of more like a real life in-person auction where everyone gets a chance to respond, and therefore we don't have to worry about delays or internet speeds or anything like that. and everybody gets a chance to put their offer up. So, okay. All right, John. No worries. I can do it on my. The good news about having the tablet up is that I can type in there pretty easily versus on my tablet. I have to change the screen and do the things, and that's usually where I watch my screen for extra comments, because what I'm streaming on, I only see 2 or 3 comments at a time. So, oh, well, that would be great, Kristen, if you wanted to do that. That would be awesome. So, Kristen has been helping me fill in lately, but I know her work comes first, and usually that's it dictates whether she's able to help us or not. So, okay, we have 27 people in the room. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I would love it if you remember to give me a thumbs up. That helps those algorithms. And please do double check if you are subscribed to the channel. As we know, YouTube kicks us in and out of our subscriptions occasionally. And if you didn't get a notification that my sale was up tonight, then most likely you need to double check your reminders and your subscriptions. So I'm pretty sure that with that said, I have one box unloaded. I have a few random things, and I have a second box ready to go once we clear off the desk and go from there. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. Good to see you tonight. And yes, please say hi, pop in, chat amongst yourselves, say hello. There is by no means any expectation that you must purchase anything from us to hang out here. I love to be able to have everybody to talk to our YouTube friends and be able to see how everybody is doing throughout the week. So just thanks for coming and hanging out. All right, now I'm on top chat and on all my devices here. I think we're good. So wonderful. All right, let's just jump in then. Let's show Miss Shawn how we do it here on our channel. All right. Oh, there's Mom. I'm surprised she's still awake. Hi, Ma. She got up early this morning. She came and helped at left side, and she's been going all day. So my first item is a crackle pitcher, and it does have a smooth pontil right here. Kristen will be able to help us discern whether this is for sure Blinko or not. It is a matter of the size of the crackle. This is more of the onion skin looking crackle. It is teal. I'll give you a little bit of a better look at what the color looks like there. Goes from a dark green to a teal looking color. I had this at my show for $24. So I can start it here at 18. I'm guessing it, well, let's see. Blinko, blink, no. I'm guessing no, but since Kristen's on here, I'm probably wrong. 7¼ inches tall. From spout to handle, it is 6 inches, and the top is almost 5 inches across. Don't think it's Blinko? Okay, I'm guessing rainbow. So about 5 inches across this way, 6 inches from the spout to the handle, and 7¼ inches tall. It has a much more fine, it's got a lot of reflection, crackle to it. It's a little bit darker than a teal. It's got a little bit more of that forest green look to it, especially here in the handle. Yeah, I love the color. It does have a very smooth pontil, and that would be why I would guess Blinko. But then because I know Kristen has told me, if I'm saying it right, Kristen, if I'm saying it wrong, please tell me I'm backwards. It has that smaller onion crackle, and Blinko's is bigger, if I'm remembering it correctly. So then we would guess it's probably rainbow, or Mom always has to throw that one in there that I always forget. I don't think it's Kanawha. Rainbow, Pilgrim. Rainbow or Pilgrim, probably. Yes. Blinko has a larger crackle. And again, so everybody knows, these items will be going out to my booth here in Colorado Springs. at American Classic. I pulled a couple boxes worth of inventory from what has been taken out to several of the glass shows. And we're just going to mix things around and rotate them a little bit. So put them in a different venue. But you guys get first dibs before it goes into my booth. So, all right, we're going to pass on that one. Set it down there. Next up, I have a cameo opalescent style hobnail vase. It is a, let's see, what did I say before on this? I think this is a $24 start. I had it at $35 at the show. This should be a Duncan Miller vase in the hobnail pattern. The color is similar to what Fenton calls cameo, but is a peachy amber color. It's showing up a little more amber on your side. It looks more pink on my side. Hi, Kathy. Welcome. And it has a pinched in then on one on each side. Top of the vase, footed vase. It's not tall enough to be considered a compote. It is 5.5 inches tall, and it's 5.5 inches across at the widest at the top as well. I know this is one of the companies that Mom likes. The Duncan Miller does some really great colors with the opalescence in them. So, and the foot has it around here at the same as well. And there's no pattern on the foot. It's nice and smooth. I do have a few things that glow tonight. There's no glow in this, unfortunately. Thank you. Okay. All right. Next up, I have a smaller brandy snifter style. I don't know what else you call it, glass vase. It, however, has a small list to the stem, if I'm showing it correctly. When it's sitting flat, do you see how it kind of, like this side is up higher than this side here? But it has a clear foot and stem to a cobalt top. I had it for $25 at the show, and I can start it for $18 here. I believe it to be an Empoli style piece because of the finish on the top of the rim, and it has a rib optic. Boy, it's got a reflection on it. It's got that rib optic down the side of it. Let me see if I can do this quick. There we go. Like he doesn't care as long as she doesn't have to do it, Sean. Right, I know. Oh, yes, totally. Whatever we need to do to discern from one to the other, it's not a problem. If I were typing it, it would be much shorter because it takes me so much longer to put it in. So I have had fortunate to have some mods that have some mad fast fingers. So they put a lot of things in the chat. I tend to go a little bit faster so I can show as many pieces as possible. And I'm going to, okay, see if I can put this on here and see. So do you see how that kind of goes a little bit to the one side there? But if you turn it like so, it doesn't show. But it's a really pretty cobalt, and it's a nice deep color. And then you turn it back the other way, and it's dipping on this side a little bit. Yep, Paula has some really great fast fingers and descriptions when she's been modding. I agree. So, I mean, it definitely has a lean to it. We're packing up. Jeff goes, you know, that's a little crooked, right? They said, yep, yeah, it is, but that's how it was made, so that's how it is. And there's no mark on this, so I do not know, other than I believe it to be an employee style. Hi, Anna. Welcome. All right, so Kristen, whenever you need to bow out, you just give us a holler. Let us know, right? I have a cranberry dot optic decanter. Has the ground pop to fit the ground stopper. Clear on the handle and the stopper. And this one is just about 7 inches tall, and at its widest, it is 3.5 inches across. I know, I think it is kind of neat. I mean, they can't all sit up straight. It does not have a mark on it, but do you see that little texture here on the base? And that kind of goes up the edge just a little bit. That's telling us that it is an import or another company that is more than likely mimicking, say, the Fenton style or anybody else who is doing the cranberry, there we go, dot optic style decanter. Oh, did I give you a start? I'm sorry. This one would be a $24 start. I probably had it about 35, 36 at the show. Cranberry has been made forever, long time. So it's not that somebody was necessarily, it's not like Fenton is the only one that made it. It's that multiple companies made cranberry since early, since the late 1800s, actually. So, but it is not Fenton. It does not have the mark. It does not have the smoothness and the clarity of the glass. And it probably has some little clue in the shape as well. That would tell us that. But it's got this great tri-crimp top to it, almost a heart shape at the spout. So as a special needs. Well, maybe it just got a little tipsy itself. Who knows? Somebody was testing it out to see if it worked. So, okey-dokey. Next up. All right, Miss Kristen, I believe this one to be Blinko. I don't think it's a lotus bowl, but maybe it's a flower bowl. It's in their blue colorway. Has that nice texture on the bottom and is a smooth on the inside. It's like a fruit bowl or a berry bowl size for like salad. Like, I think they made it for like salads to go with that. Exactly, Kathy. I think usually if something isn't claimed, we usually put we would put pass in the chat. I think that's what we do. It's 5.5 inches across, petals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, 8 petal. If I'm going too fast, let me know. Tell me to slow down. Hi, Becky. How are you doing tonight? So I'm pretty sure this one is Blinko. It would be, sorry, as I'm describing it, I'm not telling you. I had it at, we're going to focus or not. Right here was the price. Sorry, $25 at the show, so I can start it at 15. Not Blinko. What is it then? It's not Viking, is it? It's pretty heavy. I don't know, Liz. But you get cheap shipping because you live here in Colorado Springs. Kristen says Blinko. I'm pretty sure it is. I've seen these there. So they make like a salad size bowl, and then this size yeah, salad bowl, a salad main bowl with side bowls is what the two different sizes that they make in the different colors. So, but this is probably 1.5 pounds of glass. It is, what did I say? 7 inches across, 6 inches across, and 2.5 inches tall, pretty much. It's one of their pretty standard colors they've had for a long. They've had a blue of some sort. I see a lot of blue blinko. Yep. Okay. All right, let's do this one. Mom might be able to tell us who this is, but I do. This is a kitchen glass. I think is it the grease jar, Mom? Normally would have a lid. I do not have the lid for it. It has the graphics that are applied. It's in this lovely ivory glass color. Oh, yeah. And they usually have like stove shakers that go with it. They're like the big square shakers. And the big surprise on this one is it glows. And it glows like crazy. And it glows with both of my different flashlights that I have for UV black lights. Hi, Geneva. Welcome. Oh, there we go. There you go. If you need Blinko knowledge between Mom and Kristen, they can pretty much answer those questions. So I don't know. Is it okay? So here's my one of my defaults. This is something that I've always seen my mom pick up ever since we did antique shows from when I was a kid. Do I know who made it? No. Do I know that it's old and it's a good kitchen stuff? Yes. Do I know why? No. Just because it's always been something that's been at the antique shows as I've been growing up. I would have to do research to tell you exactly what company made it. It's very similar to some of the see, that's what I was thinking too. That was my first guess was McKee. The jars and the canisters like they used in the cupboards and such. And so, but it's almost clean inside. There's barely any wear to it. So I would start this one probably at about $28 the show because I don't have a lid for it. So I can start it we can do it at 20 here for you guys. And let's see, I'm going to put the white paper up next to it and see how close we can get. So you can see that it is an ivory. Oh, it really doesn't want to show that, does it? It's not a white. It's just a very pale ivory color. It would be great for anything you wanted to pens, utensils, brushes in the bathroom, catch or change, all those kind of things. I wouldn't want to put it somewhere where excuse me, it might fall off and break, but definitely a great utility piece that could be used and enjoyed with these fun graphics on it. There is nothing on the back. Did the color show up? I'm feeling like it's not, that's an issue at the moment. There's a true color. So it's like, I would say an ivory, and you wouldn't know unless you put it up next to something that it wasn't white. Tea bags, great. Or sugar packets, creamer packets, anything like that. Correct. All sorts of great suggestions. Oh, thank you, Sean. Occasionally, the camera and all the zooming devices cooperate and we can get it to show really well. So I do want you to see the true colorway of it. All right. This is another one of I do not know who made it. Ma, you might have to jump in on this one. This is a emerald green color crown dish, and they've used this mold and turned it into a basket. It does have some sort of a mold mark. I don't So then I'm wondering, but it doesn't have a mark in terms of a maker on it. Several companies had this crown mold. I had it started at 36 at the show, so I can start it for 24 here. Hi, Zeus. Welcome. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. For the lag. I'm trying not to get to the point where I lose my voice again. Mom would have to look it up. Okay, so who made all those, like the ones you had in your bathroom, Mom? And then we know that it got to Fenton eventually. But what I don't know is who made this one in this colorway. Because Fentons are made in red. Well, they're made in the carnival finish. Like I know we have a teal and I know we have a red. And it was made with the carnival finish line in the 90s to early 2000s, I believe. And then the old ones were, there was a whole series that were made of different crown shapes. And they made covered candy dishes. They made the footed comports. And they made, those were covered as well. So they made like, there was like 3 or 4 different designs in that. And they came in amber, clear, red, cobalt. And I don't think they originally made it in green. You're not seeing all the messages. Huh. Are you on your all messages or live chat, Sean? Sorry, you're not seeing them all. Oftentimes when I get kicked out, it doesn't put me right back into the live messages where I was at. Well, that's strange. So multiple people had these molds along the way, and this is one of the renditions of it. I've had like 2 or 3 of these in the green basket. Since my maiden name was King, that's one of those things that kind of catches your eye when you're out shopping. Yep, 4 different crown patterns. Red, cobalt, yellow, clear, gold. I'm making Mom get up and go do some research for us. Okay. Kristen, are you doing okay then? I can start putting it in on my end if you need to head out. You just let me know. Hi, Mitch. Good to see you. All right. I have a pair of crystal candlestick holders. I have the pair. I had them at $40 at the show, so I can start them for $30 here. These should be Cambridge, I believe, because it's the same shape that I have in a different colorway that matches my opaques. This has a finely ground bottom, and you can see kind of how the scratch marks are on it, and that shows you the age on this piece because it has been used over the years. Now, 7.5 inches tall, and the bases are 3.5 inches each direction on the square. Now, these are one of the things that are kind of fun because this is it. I might need to get some new batteries in this. And we see how that is with the black light. This is my UV 365 black light, and it has a green uranium glow to it. Now, if we had the lights out, you could see it from top to bottom, but it's just too bright to see the whole thing. Both of them, whatever chemicals they used, and or when the mold had whatever previous color in it, and these light up. Now, they don't light up with the standard 395 UV light. It just, if you had like one of those color light bases, That would be a great way to change the color in them to the blues and greens and whatever you want it to do. Well, there are so many standard, excuse me. Clear candlesticks are really hard for me to discern from one maker to the next. However, the grouping that I got, one of them had a sticker on it, so we knew that these were Cambridge and that the pieces that coordinated with it were also Cambridge. So that was my big clue for these. They're nice, elegant, really clear, and a significant amount of glass. I believe that between the two of them, we're talking 2 to 3 pounds of glass. So I know. Stickers are amazing. You don't find them often, but it sure is great to have a clue like that to get a starting point. And I've had these in another colorway, but candlesticks, they've made so many of them. There's a candlestick book out there. I think Mom just got it. It's a whole book just about all the different makers, all the different styles, shapes, colors of candlesticks. And you have, I mean, and it's not just that, oh, this one has a ridge here and it goes like this here. It's the minute size difference, because some of them companies will copy from one to another and say, we want to make this like this, but we want to make it just a smidge bigger. And you have to know which areas you need to measure so you can discern which is from which to which. So it's like the book that Barb always tells me is one of the best books for identifying glass is the stretch glass book, because in the back of it, it has line drawings and it describes one company to the next, like covered candy dishes, and shows you the minute differences from each different makers. Oh, forgive me. There's 3 volumes of the candlestick books. So tons of makers out there for that. All right, guys. Well, I'm halfway through the glass, and I have a few other things that I have in my box that are going to the booth. I have this chalk poodle. It is a wall plaque. Start at $10. It has the hook right here on the back. It had a sticker on it. That, or it had somebody's name on it, looks like. Looks like somebody scotch taped something there. But this would be a $10 start, be great for a bathroom. Approximately 7 by 7 square, and probably about a pound of in weight. Right. I mean, when we were up at the glass show in Loveland, that was almost 2 weeks ago now. There are books on almost anything that you can imagine and that you want to research. Barb had probably 6, say, paper box or file boxes full of books. One of the other ladies behind us had a 3-foot shelf, 3 shelves high, plus she had books underneath if they didn't have a copy out. So I believe this guy probably had a little mirror or a little graphic right here, like so it would look like he was in a bathroom, but that is no longer attached. That's kind of what it looks like to me, is that something, it just popped off. So, but that would be easy enough to buy a little square mirror at, say, Hobby Lobby, to put in there. So, okay. Well, right, Mom got a piece that she had never seen before and did a bunch of research on it at the show. All right, mid-mod, not quite mid-mod, 70s, new old stock, tea bag, plastic tea bag holders. $3 for the package. I just thought it was fun because it was new old stock. Very practical, something that's really fun to still be able to use. And there's a nice little yellow floral in the bottom of those. It doesn't say, oh, made in Hong Kong. There we go. It gives us the time frame on it. So that should be late 70s, early 80s, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. Tea cozies. Yep. That's what's funny is the graphic behind it. Look at the little chicken spreader in the jam jar or the honey jar. It'd be fun to put together with make a little basket, like a tea basket. I offered this up on Trisha's channel on Saturday and I didn't have any takers. This is a glass egg. It is marked OBG for ornamental, I wrote it down, ornamental blown glass. There it is. This was, I had it started at $35. It's a 1986 egg. There we go. The crown was made for Fostoria. Yep. Has the pulled like feathers or petals down here at the bottom. And at the top of the egg, you can see the white flower with that red center. Has a big blown air bubble in the middle of it. The egg itself is just about 3 inches tall and probably about 2 inches wide. I did a look when I originally priced this one. I think I had it at about $50. I didn't have the exact design, but I saw lots of similar things for the year that this one was made when I priced that at that. So it's just so shiny. It's what's crazy is you can see the reflection on the inside of the air bubble because it's so clear. Well, all right. I'm going to unpack some other items. We've cleared the desk. We'll see what else we can find. All right, I have a Viking clear dish. I don't know if this is part of the Epic line. It is a small square dish in crystal, just about 6 inches across. If you went diagonal, it's almost 7. I had $5. Just a quick claim. $5. I believe I have another piece of Viking crystal in the box as well. But again, the Viking is such a clear glass quality as well. It'd be great for, this would be another one that would be a great utility piece where you put your change, some keys, jewelry, anything like that. That you really wouldn't have to worry about necessarily breaking or scratching it. It's a great utility piece of glass. I don't know if they didn't make us or if they made more crystal or if just the crystal just isn't as popular of a color right now. That's something I haven't looked into is like how much quantity they made of their colors. I do know that there's certain ones that are right now obviously highly sought after. Colorado is not a clear place. They just don't like clear glass here so much. Okay, next up I have the Viking Clear Epic Wave candle holder bowls. So it would be $10 for the pair. What looks like is I found one at $5 and I priced each of them $5. So I must have found them individually, and by the time they got to a show, they found their way into the box together. And again, you can see the ground and polished foot here on the bottom of the bowl as to the quality of the Viking glass. Sean, are you still here? Are you did you do a refresh? Or is it still missing comments for you? So this is the other one with the ground rim on the bottom of it. What these would be really great for, I remember Mom had, okay, good. She had star candle holder shaped ones, and she would put in those mini Christmas ornaments in the bottom and then put in whatever color coordinating candle to go with whatever she was setting the table as. It's a great dish for coordinating any motif or any table setting, to be able to fill it with any kind of filler. We keep finding the lemon slices. Stephen got a whole bunch of them through his bins or his dig store in Alabama. All right, Kristen, I have you for those. And what's funny is he found those at his dig store about, I don't know, 2 years ago, give or take. And I just found a bag of them a couple weeks ago at our dig store. Yep. So we can count that one down or consider it sold for Kristen, since it was kind of a, well, it did have a start, which is fine. Perfect. Now we're on a roll. Oh, I have tumblers in this one. I don't know if you guys want tumblers or not. Okay, here is another mystery one. Yeah, they would be for that, Kristen. An orange crackle bowl with a crimped edge. This can be a $10 start. It does have a pawn tool here on the bottom. It is a little bit bigger. Kristen, you'll have to weigh in. I'm thinking it's too lightweight for Blanco. Goes from that orange down to the yellow colorway. And let's see. It doesn't glow. I was expecting it to glow. I got nothing. Oh. It has a chip right here on the ruffle. Try and get it to show. I felt it before I saw it. Right there. So it must have knocked with another color, or excuse me, another piece of glass. Now it's not, the whole piece didn't get cracked, just a little chip came off. I think you can kind of see it this way too. Right there above my finger. But it is underneath. It is under here. It's not on the top. So, right, that would be 2. I know, I expected it to have a little bit of an Amberina style glow to it, but it is not. So that's probably why Barb gave me this one to go to the booth. I didn't even realize it had a chip on it. But just so we all know, it is 7 inches across and 3.5 inches tall. Excuse me, tall. Maybe some of those Lindt chocolate balls in there, Kristen. Or Russell Stover's chocolate balls. Those would be good in there. They make them with the different color festive foils. That would be fun. It would also be good for even for cranberry, because a ladle or a spoon would fit so nicely and it wouldn't fall down into your bowl and get all sticky in the cranberry sauce. So, yeah, we used to have Russell Stovers at the Hallmark I worked for, and they came in every single color you could imagine. All right. I'm going to offer these 2 figurines as well. Before they go to my booth, I have a pair of poodles. She has her earrings gold detailed bows on her tail and her collar. You might have to refresh, Liz. They have the mark, Napco wear, and the Japan sticker on the bottom, and these would start at $12. They have a super smooth glaze on them. He has got this face of just utter surprise, or, I don't know, looking off into the distance, and she's just looking up at him in admiration. We're at 5 inches for her and 6 inches for him. There's so many makers sometimes that that's why it is fun just to be able to pick out what you like to look at and to decorate with. And then you have a grand time going, and if you want to do all the research to figure out who made it, you go from there. So yeah, I thought they were kind of cute. These remind me of the plastic toilet brush holders. They're like 2 feet tall for in the bathroom. All right, you guys are going to the booth. In you go. Okay, well, we are about almost 1,000 tonight, so I have 2 boxes of this new old stock handles for Corningware. I believe I had them basically at $5 a piece. Well, nope, that is not that was the whole box full. I don't know what that sticker's from. We won't mess with that one. Oh, there we go. Bischoff. Okay, sounds good. So these were to add to your casserole dishes. So you could take them off the stove or out of the oven without, getting burned. So I have 4 in this box, and I have 4 more in another box. And I would do $5 a piece if someone wanted one. They have a turn and I don't know. Okay. So the bottom piece turns and pushes this to clamp down on the tab of the Corningware casserole dishes for grabbing them and pulling them out of the oven or using them for a handle. I do not know if it would lock on and stay on, quite frankly. I have not tried to use these. I should probably try one on one of my Corningware casseroles that I have at the booth, and I'd know more about it. Yep. But these were, let's see, Corning, New York, Corning Glassworks, right here on the back. Detachable, I guess it does lock on handles. That's how it's advertised. But I do not see a copyright date on that. But here's the graphics on the box. So this was a display box where you could bend down the graphic on the box. It's not bent. So you just bend that down, set in here, and you could display it for that in your store for selling the handles. So, all right. Thank you, Kristen. I appreciate it. Thanks, Sean. I know you do lots of modding for other people, so I don't think we can go wrong. I am not that, you have to do it just like this. I am more than welcome. I'm more than happy to have the help, and thank you for volunteering. Okay. Well, oh, this is a fun one. I have a rolling pin planter. Where is the Bill the planter guy when you need him? Yep. So I had this at 35 at the show. I would start it at 20. It does have some crazing inside. It was used for something. Maybe it had some foam in it or whatnot. It might have actually had a little dirt down in there, but it is almost a full-size rolling pin. It is 14.5 inches long and about 3.5 inches tall. So that would be the same here as well. It is that nice pastel pink color. It would go really well with lots of the different Pyrex or the printed on designs like the other kitchenware stuff. It would almost be something you could stand up, say, a recipe in, or, I mean, be creative with, I'm not sure how much mail you want to have in your kitchen, but definitely a way to have a note or list or something like that in as well. Right, it would. I mean, in all of the looking, I have only come up with this one. That is still the unglazed part of the foot. You can see some of that crazing on the bottom, but it is, again, that super soft, smooth glaze. Or it'd be great for a little, let's see, for like somebody's having a baby, to do a little pink, especially if they're having a little girl, a pink flower arrangement in it. That'd be super cute. Oh, succulents, yes. They are still super popular as well. All right. I'm gonna show one of each of the sizes that I have in these tumblers that are in this box. I have probably a dozen. Unless someone is interested in more than one, I'll probably just show you an example of what I have. So they have the painted stripes. This is pretty much a normal iced tea. Well, a little shorter. It's a water glass, 5 inches tall. Primary, red, white, yellow, white, green. I had $8 on them. They'd be probably due $5 each on these smaller ones. And then I have these giant sized ones, which would be great for iced tea in the summertime. I had 15 on them at the show that I was at. These haven't been out for a while. I think they were out at the Mid-Mod show up in Denver the last time. So I would do probably $10 a piece on these big ones. And the stripe, what would we say? Not jumps or stops, but it has a break in the stripes. Doesn't go all the way around. Do I have those? No, I have not had these at American Classic. I had them at Mid-Mod. I had them at my BTS, which is Beautiful Table Setting show. Then they were down in Alabama, and Stephen brought them back up to me from Alabama. So I think I have at least 2 of this really big size, and I probably have about 8 to 10 of the smaller size in probably a couple different variations of the stripes. So this is nonsense. This one's a little bit different colorway, but that same big size. Again, great for brushes, pens, pencils, anything you want to organize on a desk or dresser. This has a little bit darker colorway down to the orange. But same size, same price. And they'd be great with Fiesta. So those are probably going to go out at the, I don't have a great a deal of luck with tumblers, but I think I got these in a lot. So I tried them at BTS. I've had them out a couple times. So They're going to be going out to the booth next. Looks like. Oh, I have so many different patterns with the stripes, honestly. There's a lot of different ones. They would. They'd be great with paintbrushes. Or even makeup brushes. What else was I thinking? Oh, markers or pencils on a desk. They'd be fun. I mean, think outside the box. All right. Unfortunately, that box is full of the majority of tumblers. But I did find this one hiding in there. Now here, this one is kind of a conundrum to me. Excuse me. Oh, good. Hi, Bonnie. Glad you're joining us. This looks like a Moon and Stars style. This is an Avon perfume bottle in the teal color. It's marked Avon. Right there. I had $12 on it, so I do $8 here. Let's see, am I gonna be brave enough to see if it still smells? Oh, there's no scent left in it. That's wonderful. So it does have the screw on top, but it is a really interesting coordinate. It's a little different. If you like Moon and Stars, and or you like Avon, it is a glass bottle, but it is not exactly the same because the pattern comes out instead of in. And then this is like a faux, it's made to look like it goes way in like that design, but it is barely indented in the bottom. So kind of goes to show you how many different companies were trying to keep up with the trends, you know, back when they were making these kind of bottles. So, okay. Caught the flying pig off the desk. I think we're going to show him next. He almost jumped off. This is one of those 70s mid-mod style ceramic banks. I would do him starting at $10 because he does have a couple little chips. There's one right here on the top at the slot. Does say love with a floral. He almost did. He almost flew right into my tumbler box. And he does have one little chip of this paint right there. Now it says something fair, holiday fair. So I'd assume that would be the mold or for this. And then it says is stamped with 1971 and maybe a copyright C. So he does have some of the paints that glow. So the pink glows, which just looks kind of yellow on my screen. The yellow flowers are popping. And yeah, the yellow all the way around on top and on both sides. And the good news is he does have a stopper, so you don't have to crack him open. But he's been through a little bit, rolling around in his 50 some years of existence. And almost looks like a handle with his tail attached there. Little curly Q right there. Right? Well, he literally tried to fly off of my desk. I caught him right before the edge. Okay. So then I have the unicorn that is a Goebel style. Excuse me, it's not Goebel style, it is Goebel. It is a ceramic. It's got the very pastel light details. Kind of reminds me of a Yadro style. He would be a $12 start. Is about 4 inches across and a little over 4 inches tall. So he's a little guy. A very nice shiny ceramic glaze finish, but great details on his face. Very realistic looking in terms of like a horse to me. And then added that detail of the unicorn horn. Got the gray on his hooves. I do like the cute little unicorns. Unicorns and rainbows. That's what I grew up with. Thanks to Lisa Frank, basically. We had unicorns and rainbows and clouds everywhere. If there is something that you're interested in after I passed over it, or if you're watching on, say, a replay, put something in the comments, and or you can send me a message here at vintagevikingtreasures@gmail.com, and I can let you know if an item is still available. Sometimes if I take it to my booth, I can't guarantee it until I get my eyes on it again over there. So I have a small trinket shelf. Has been made out of a vintage yardsticks. It is 12 inches by 3 3/4 inches wide. I haven't seen the kitty with the ladybug on it. This was from a lumber company here in Colorado Springs on Fillmore Street. I believe it was Walker Brothers Lumber. A little dusty, but I'll clean it up. This would be probably $10, $12 at my booth, so I'd started at $8 here. Global stuff is very interesting because they run the gap from I just got that group of the frosted glass animals that were pretty small, and then of course the Hummels as well that they made. So, well, this one was when it had an address on Fillmore. Where is it? It's right here, East Fillmore Street. So, yep, Walker Brothers 707. There it is right there. 707 East Fillmore Street. Made with yardsticks. I'm glad we're still here, Bonnie. No worries. And definitely, if there's something, if you rewatch or put me on double time, if you want to catch up later, just give me a holler if there's something that you're interested in. And it does have right here the hole for hanging it on the wall. That takes a lot of work to cut down the yardsticks and to make a little type cut shelf like that. Super great for all these little miniatures. Why? Like that kind of guy. This is fun because you have some tall spaces and some small ones and wide ones. So they're not all the same. You can put different size pieces in, or like a little bitty mushroom in the little bitty spot like that. I do like the miniatures. It's one of my favorite things from growing up. Okay. I think I've gone through all those things. So what I have left is plush. Oh, thanks, Bonnie. I kind of have a little mushroom grouping going on up here to go with my little gnomes and trolls. Kind of liking those right now. Oh, yeah. Well, even yardsticks are hard to find for making. I mean, we used to be able to get them all the time for free at the lumber yards or the fabric stores and stuff. So, okay. All right, Miss Shawn. So what I'd like to do with the plush is to make them basically a quick claim. and I will just tell you what the price is and give you a word to claim it with. I put out a lot of plush in my booth. It's a really great way for me to have things for kids that come through. But I know I do have a lot of people on YouTube that like to have like the tie and a couple other of those companies. So I'm bring them for first dibs for you guys. And then, I mean, I know it's a little bit short tonight, but that's where we're at. Got through it faster than I expected. I've been putting these aside because I haven't been home long enough to sort them out and bring them to you. So, what do you have on your tail here, Miss Minnie? That is not, that's not your tag. All right, let's see. We're going to match these guys up. That's not, I guess we're going to go individuals. So I have a large Minnie Mouse. She has a Disney Park paper tag on it. I'll tell you how big she is. First of all, she is just about 12 inches, a little over 12 inches. And she will be $7 and we'll claim with Minnie. So then we'll have to get more creative because I have a couple different sizes of these. I'm going to put her over there. Then I have the smaller ones that are about 8 inches. Well, hi, Life. Is it Life Ava? Life Ava? Welcome. I have 2 reds and a pink. These ones will be $5, so you can say red or pink. They have the metallic dresses and shoes and bows. They do not have any of the hang tags. They just have the tag here at the back, and they are tie. Oh, from St. Louis. Wonderful. We have relatives out in St. Louis on the Illinois side. Choice of one of the small ones. They're $5, Sean. So we'll say red for those two and pink for this gal. And I believe they're all tie. Yep. Okay. Tie sparkles. There. All right, Midge, I see you. Thank you. Good night. Red Mini. Thank you, Midge. Over here. Wonderful. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. All right, I have a large Mickey. He is 13 inches. I think he's just a little bit different era than that Mini. He's made by Gallery. He'll be a $7, and we can claim him with Mickey. Here is his tag. I don't see a copyright on him. He's almost the same size as that first Mini I had out, but he's just a little bit different era. Looks just, he's made with some different materials on his face. So they didn't exactly coordinate. All right. Now, other Mickeys. This one is the Mickey Jr. He is in like the medium size. He is 11 inches. So we'll make him $6. I don't see a manufacturing on him. He just has his Disney tag. I think these were from like the Mickey, the channel on TV, Mickey Jr. or Disney Junior channel. No worries, Sean. You should see my typos when I'm in there. So he will be, let's do Junior, $6 on that one. Perfect. And then I have one of the small 8-inch ones, and he will be $5. Good question there, Miss Becky. Let's see, what do I have for a tag? He has a tag that is a little bit worn. But Production International. So I don't know. Oh, that says London on it. Maybe that came out of a out of the Disney park from over in London. You never know. 18. Awesome. Okay. I have strawberry shortcake. Well, strawberry shortcake collection. I believe this is the blueberry gal. Here is her tag. She will be $4. These are more of the 8-inch ones. I mean, yeah. I am not a good typer, and then when I start typing things, my phone then starts thinking that the way I type it wrong is the right way, and it starts auto-correcting it to the wrong way for me. So that's super fun. Well, hi, Helen. Good to see you. All right. The small Mickey. I got you, Midge. Thank you. I have Moana. She will be $4. Her tag just says Disney. I'm not going to show you her tag. It's all the way up in the top. But she has got an embroidered face and that nice soft blush all the way down to her toes. Again, that is the 8-inch size. It's getting late for you, isn't it, Helen? Okay. 1 second. Let me grab the other box. Lid. They all kind of fell over for me over here. Do a little bit at a time. Make it more manageable. Carry on the Disney collections. This is a baby lady. Hi, Kathy. Or, sorry, I thought that we had another Kathy jump in the chat. And this is a Disney Parks plush. This is like that super soft, like, call it minky material. And this is a bigger size lady. She's 10 inches, so she would be $8. She has her embroidered paw prints. And yes, this came from the Disney parks. Yes, I see you, Ava. I see you in the chat. Oh, and her eyes are embroidered as well. Then here's an Eeyore. His tail has a Velcro attachment. Still has his tag on it. This is a tag from the Disney store. It's past your bedtime. I appreciate it. Thank you, Helen. I know I do the Night Owl crew. Stay up late. So originally this was $16 in the Disney store. He will also be an $8 start or an $8 claim. 8 inches. Is that 8 inches, really? Yeah, he's just a little over 8 inches. His tail is definitely longer than that. But they call him 10 inches. But from here to here, he's 8. Maybe he got squished down over the years. And we need to stretch him back out again. He is a very cute plush, though. I love when they do these cute little creative ways to have the attachments like that. I know. He is pretty sad. He is pretty sad guy. Poor Eeyore. Pretty much. That is definitely true. All right. I think I have a couple that are, I think we're going into not, look at this owl. Look at his eyes. He is amazing. Little fuzzy hair. He will be an $8 start. He is made by mm, Mayani by Aurora. Yeah, he is super neat. It's like a little owlet, the big fluffy fur on him. Uh, he's almost 10 inches tall, and there's his little feet sticking out. He'd be great for Halloween. Put him in a little pumpkin or a little cauldron. But I love his eyes are just so perfect. They light up. Oh, got a little bit of white um, graphics in those eyes as well. And that's part of what's catching the light. My daughter loves owls too, but there are certain things that she is pretty much done collecting. There is a little piglet by Douglas. It's a spotted one. Did they picked it up? Okay, yeah. I have picked up some of these really nice plush because I like to be able to have some stuff for the kids in my booth. He's 9 inches long from his nose to his tail. Oh, good. He's got this little cute curly Q tail, and he would be $8 as well. Got embroidered nostrils. His cute little beady eyes. Boy, if you needed a little pig, he's pretty cute. All right. Here it is. This is a new company that I have found out about lately. Jellycat. This one is a flamingo with his crazy, right? His crazy hair everywhere. Some of these Jellycats are going for big money. So this one has the original tag on it. It says, "I am Little Flo Flo Mufflingo. Please look after me." I'm just gonna do them for $8. Got some what's it called? Like sheer it's not like tulle mixed in there to puff out the feathers. And then the really long ones. Good night, Eva. Really long ones, really long legs. So 12 inches. You going to bed, Ma? Good night. You've had a long day. And the other Jellycat I have is a unicorn. That Sherpa kind of fur with metallic feet and horns. He'll be $8 as well. Got a little fuzz on him. Jellycat. Yep, it's been a long day. Totally understand. Yeah, I would have to do more research on the Jellycats to see which ones, because they make them in a couple different sizes. And the thrift stores or what was the other one? The other retail store, they seem to think that some of those are really, really high end right now, and they're putting them up there quite a bit. They're not leaving them in the regular plushes anymore. Stuffed avocados, yeah. I have a squishy, like it's like a memory foam little reindeer. This will be $2. It's from Claire's. Squeeze Animals, Squeezamals from Claire's. Yep, I'm tired too. I think it's been one of those days. It's almost the size of a softball. It's just a fun little squishy guy. Nice embroidery. Okay. I think this is a one-off. A little chickadee, which will be $3. Suffered animals. It's a little high pitch for me. Hope it wasn't too bad. I should have warned you all. No worries. Oh, I see Midge. I'll get her. I believe that's for the reindeer. I got you, Midge. I will not squish this guy again. Okay, I got you, Midge. Thank you. With your Mickey and Minnie over there. Pamela wants the chickadee. Thank you, Pam. I said 3 on the chickadee. Thank you. Go there. Let's see what else we can bring up here. Had them all in a bag, but I thought that was too hard to get in and out of and too noisy. So we're just going to switch box tops and keep going. I think we're okay currently, but you can keep an eye on it. That's fine, Kristen. I know what you're talking about. All right. A couple of reseller friends of mine are they resell the Scentsy Buddies, and they make the stuffed animals for the kids. This one, it has a zipper pocket for the fragrance to go inside, and this one has fuzzy blanket, and it's still kind of fragrant. It's in there. It goes with this little teddy bear that's dressed up like a bunny rabbit. And I think I put about $12 to $15 on these in my booth. So I would do 8 on him as well. Some of these are super collectible, depending on their limited editions and whatnot. But look at his little pajamas and his little bunny tail. So it'll be fun. I'm not a big fan of all the smelly stuff. So, and this fuzzy blanket is kind of a mix between a vanilla dryer sheet and baby powder. I thought he was fun. I have an armadillo. I definitely have been just putting all these off to the side because I haven't purchased any of these in quite a while. From Smithsonian, he would be $4. Jenny says Jenny says she is a child. Which one, Kathy? Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, definitely. There you go, Sean. That is perfect. And from his nose to his tail, he is 12 inches long. And if anybody wants him, we all know what to put in the chat for that. It's got a fun texture to his shell. Let's see. I think we're down to ties. Oh, I have 2 more Disneys. Then we're down to the ties. I have a Dumbo. Got little pieces in his ears, so one ear turns front and one ear turns back. No, when I go to even find it on my map, all I do is type in ARM and let it autofill for me. So he will be $5. Let's see, does he have any other description on him? It just says Disney, so I don't know if he came from the Disney store or what, but kind of cute. He's got really realistic looking eyes. And his circus costume on. Oh yeah, there's several. I mean, even our a couple of our local stores, they have these fragrance things that go off automatically. And if I'm too close to them when they go off, they're just awful. Now, any of you Disney people, you're gonna have to tell me which character this guy is. I think he's like the little chameleon or the little lizard. Is it in Rapunzel? Steven's gonna get mad at me because I don't know his name. But he's got this super long tag, and it came from, I believe that's a Disney Parks tag that way. Oh, thanks. But he is super soft. Got that microfiber fleece. And I can't remember. No, I think she's just saying it was cute. I know. Well, because last night I was still on with Yvonne when Steven went on. And I missed the rest of him. But I can't remember what character movie this is in. My kids were all older and we weren't watching movies. And oh, he is $4. Sorry. Rapunzel. Thank you, Pascal. See, I was close. At least I knew what he was from. At least one, two choices. Okay. All right. So let's do a couple of the minis. I have these little, they're called teeny ties. And this one is the bumblebee. And they have the sparkly eyes like the Beanie Boos. And they're just small, like the Tum Tums, I think, or whatever they were called. This one's a bumblebee. It'll be $3. He has his tag still. Sparkly wings. Ooh. And I have a black and white owl with blue sparkly eyes. Also would be $3. Oh, these ones are all named too. So this is Nellie is the owl, and Zipper is the bee. You used to work for Disney? Eric used to work for Disney. That's fun. And I think I have, oh, here's the other little one I have. This one is the keychain style. And it's a little pink seal with the sparkly pink eyes. This guy would be $2. His name is, it's a small tag, Pierre. Okay. I have a Beanie Boo, tiger, and he has the super plush fur, got the really long around his neck, and his name I think is just I think Sean were just saying, oh, those are cute, basically. Tigs, Tiggs, has gold sparkle eyes and the tag, so he will be $4. Oh yeah. Oh, thank you, Mitch. Like I said, I've been putting them aside for quite a while to bring them here, so then I can put them out at the booth afterwards. October 1st was the birthday on that one. I do need to, because, oh, they're shooting off fireworks in our neighborhood. How wonderful. Because we'll be leaving for that Alabama show for several weeks, and I need to have the booth super full when I leave. I need to get Christmas out and then fill up my plush, see how much we can get in there. This is a Christmas themed owl, $4. Got the yellow sparkle eyes. That works, Sean. That's fine. Ava is new to my chat. I have not seen him before. His name is Wise. It's a little bit bigger than some of the other ones. I have a unicorn, has a rainbow mane and tail and horn. He'll be $3. He's been a little bit loved, I think, but got great sparkle eyes still. Midge is going to claim the owl. Thank you, Midge. I'm just going to put it on the same tag. And this one's name, I guess I just have to stay with the cheaters on these tags. Rosette. Right there. Rosette on the unicorn. Here's a couple I haven't seen before. There's a little pink and purple turtle, like sea turtle. So she will be $3. Name is Rosie. I love how big her head is compared to the shell. She's got little rosettes on her shell, all pinks and purples. And a snail. I haven't seen a snail before. His name is Scooter. And he's in the pinks and purples as well. Got a little shell, a little fuzzy on him. All sparkle material. And then the big green eyes. The turtle, Sean? You got it. Perfect. Right there. This one will be 4. The snail will be 4, sorry. Animal, my room, inside much. That's a little backwards. Okay. What did I say? Scooter. Yep, his name is Scooter. A little bit taller than the other ones. Reminds me of a butterfly. Like they could have put wings on this body and made him into a butterfly as well. Have a purple dolphin. Really pale lavender to the super sparkly, and then the darker purple with sparkles on top. Purple sparkle eyes. And his name is Flips. $4. Nope, $3. He's got a little string here that I would trim off, but must have had a tag pulled from it. So we'll make him 3. Oh yeah, I would think they would have used some of these to make different critters. That's what it means. That's only smart if you're getting, if you're so close. Like, we have dog, cat, wolf, fox. Doesn't take much. You can have all sorts of different ones. Right? All right, I got a fox. He's got that super silky minky fabric. His name is Slick. He is $3. I should ask Yvonne if she's got a box going to Cat sometime soon. I have Flora, which is exactly opposite of what these have been doing in my neighborhood lately. They have been super stinky. Oh, right, that too. You're right, Liz, I got it. $4 on the skunk. floor, and because she has her tag as well. I will put that aside and ask Yvonne if she's got a box going to her sometime soon. This is kind of that minky feeling fabric as well. We've had the worst skunks lately this fall. It's probably because of the sun going down a little bit sooner and people are still out walking their dogs and the skunks are coming out. So, okay, Sean, I'll do that. You got it. They're all the same colorway, pinks and purples. And this is the last one I have. Oh, really? It's been so smelly that you can taste it in the house. It's awful. This guy will be $3. He's a little puppy dog, browns with spots, blue sparkle eyes. Good night, sweet dreams. His name is Muddlers. They have so many different puppies. I don't think I've had this one before. And I think that is the last of my plush tonight. And here we are, close to 10 o'clock. I'm gonna give this a quick. Yeah, Sean, that's just a string. It's not a problem. It just looks like you got pulled a little bit. Okay, got it trimmed off. Well, I live between two bluffs, and we have a waterway behind us. So there's a lot of critters that come out in the evening in the dusk. Yeah, I'm awfully glad that I'm not out there walking a dog anymore and having the skunk smell that close. So, all right, I think we made it through everything tonight that I had pulled for us. I talked to her the other day, but just a little bit over text. She's just been really busy, switched over to her job. I haven't had a time to call her because I always feel like it's so late because on Eastern time versus here, it's almost midnight usually by the time I think about calling her. So, but again, if you're watching the replay or if there's something that we passed up that you're interested in, go ahead and send me an email or put a comment on the video and we'll see what we can do for you. So otherwise, I'm going to fill up my booth and we'll go from there. So thank you so much to Kristen for helping out with the modding at the beginning before she had to work. And thank you, Sean, for picking up after she had to go do some more. I appreciate it so much. So let's see. Next up, I will be back on Tuesday night, and in 2 weeks, Stephen will be on with me. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. So yes, Miss Pamela, you do. I have it right here. I have your shipping credit. I will put that with your item, and I will when I do the invoice, I'll get it all taken care of. So, but yeah. I'm glad my 3 out of 4 nights of lives are done for tonight, and I will be busy invoicing and sending you all messages, and we'll go from there. So thanks, Liz. Thanks, everyone, for coming. And, oh, good idea, Miss Pamela. I will write that. Where did I put them? Right here. I will write that on there. So, A-L-A. You're okay with that being a month out, though, right? As long as you're good with that. Okay, good night. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.